this is my first thrift flip video. I've been an avid sewer for quite a couple years now, so I thought it was about time that I did one of these. So I have 3 items of clothing. They're all old. Well, okay, technically it's not quite a thrift flip because these are old used clothes that were donated to me by my friends and acquaintances, but we're gonna call it a thrift flip for the sake of brevity, because you know no one wants to watch me redo the clothes that my boyfriend and friends gave me. But I have 3 items of clothing. The first one is an old Victorian reproduction dress. Don't worry, it's not like a valuable or expensive reproduction. I think it's probably like a high school costume. The second one is a coat from Old Navy. Has a lot of good like character to it, but I didn't quite love all of it. I don't know, I just rolled my eyes. I'm sorry, Old Navy, no shade intended. And then the third one is a pair of my boyfriend's old jeans. So they're literally legit boyfriend jeans. They actually aren't even that big. My boyfriend is like 6'2", but he's also really, really skinny, and the jeans are from when he was a little younger. So while the jeans are super long, the waist actually isn't that far off. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the dress before. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what it's from. It's definitely not truly vintage, so maybe a Halloween costume. We only want the top part, so I turned the whole dress inside out. It was a bit of a struggle. And then I seam ripped the waist. Here's a clip of me seam ripping. To be honest, I never really learned how to properly seam rip. So yeah, if you're cringing at my technique, sincerest apologies. Now that the 2 parts are separated nicely, I'm going to discard the skirt. There's some damage to the lace collar, so we're going to be fixing that next. Honestly, I didn't really know how to approach this. So I tried my best to stitch the part that had ripped off onto the rest of the lace using the holes in the lace, if that makes any sense. I'm going to spare y'all the entire process because it took forever. The long sleeves really date the piece, and the elastic in one of them is broken, so I'm going to crop them. They're gorgeous, but just really not for me, sadly. I used the sleeves on one of my t-shirts to measure out where and how to cut. I did this by lining up the armholes of the 2 and seeing where the hem fell. In this case, I didn't leave a seam allowance because the sleeves of the original shirt were already quite long, and I wanted the sleeves on this piece to be a bit shorter. Now there's only one thing left. We have to hem all the raw edges. I used a double hem on both the sleeves and the bottom edge of the shirt. And this is the final product. I love how it gives off a vintage vibe without being too out there. Pairing it with pants is a bit sketchy because it's so cropped and school dress code, but it goes nicely with the skirt. This next one is really quite simple. I like the color and shape of the coat, but the closures just really aren't my thing at all. So we're gonna seam rip them all off. Those closures were sewn on really tight, but with some elbow grease and perseverance, I eventually managed to pull all 6 off. I left the snap button at the collar, so the coat took on a cape-like look. It's a bit weird in this day and age, but I like the effect. These are a pair of my boyfriend's old jeans. He's quite skinny, and these are from when he was younger, so I only need to tighten the waist a bit. I'm going to be taking in the waist here and here, so the side belt loops need to come off. It took some time, but with a good seam ripper, you should be able to get them off. Next, turn the jeans inside out and mark out 2 darts. I have to take the waist in 4 inches, so to start off my darts, I made a 1-inch mark on each side. I didn't make the mark 2 inches wide because there are 2 layers of fabric to account for. To finish the dart, create a line that tapers in from the mark to form a triangle. Now sew along each dart as shown. And cut off the axis fabric created by the dart. This will make sure that the waist doesn't look super bulky. Finally, cut the legs off at a length you like. As you can see, I accidentally filmed the wrong pair of jeans. The jeans I'm wearing right now are also from my boyfriend, but I used a slightly different method on them. Instead of tightening the waist using 2 side darts, I put 1 big dart in the back. I found that 2 side darts work better when making jean shorts, while 1 big back dart works better when you want the jeans to remain long. Sorry for being missing in action for so long, but I've been stressing about those college apps for the past few months. I know where I'm going to college now, and I think I will end up making a video about that sometime in the coming months, so keep an eye out for that. And as always, thanks for watching. 再见!